Well, and joining us now to talk more about Thanksgiving travel safety is Officer Tom Daubs with the Marion Police Department. Officer Daubs, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, Charles.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving Eve. You know, lots and lots of people are traveling, as we've been talking about all morning. But so since the weather is fortunately supposed to cooperate with us today, what should people still be keeping in mind before hitting the road?
Well, first things first, when I see that B-roll with that snow on the ground, I think two things, Charles. Thank goodness I'm a school resource officer and I don't have to deal with that.
Right.
Just kidding. And then secondly, it's like, when the roads are like that, try not to be out there unless you absolutely, positively have to be. And even then, if you have to be out, slow down. Don't create more work for the snowplow drivers, the troopers, the deputies that are on those highways and byways. So that being said, just seeing that, it just remind me of those days back when I was a real police officer and dealing with the snow. But again, with Thanksgiving travel, as you mentioned, as of right now, it's going to be okay. I know there's a football game over in Nebraska, I think on Friday. Yeah, so maybe on the way back, just be careful. If you're going to be out on the roads, make sure your speed is appropriate. If there is any kind of precipitation, rain, snow, the wind, I know with the large vehicles, the semi-tractor trailers, RVs, when the wind is like that, you got to be ready to maybe find a place to get out of the wind until, as Corey mentioned, when the winds die down. So just, if you're on the roads and traveling, get to your destination safely. And then when you come back, arrive back home safely. That's the ultimate goal.
Yeah, and people might not often think about that the wind is that much of a threat. But I mean, with as strong as it is today, it really can be.
Oh, yeah. So, it wasn't that long ago. Here in Linn County, I bet you within a 20-mile radius, we had 3 18-wheelers on their side between Highway 13 and I think it was 80 and 380. The troopers and deputies were dealing with that. And I'd never really was aware of a situation like that, but when the wind gets as gale force as what Corey was talking about, you just have to be extra mindful if you have one of those large profile vehicles.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And also, interesting that I brought up to you before our interview here is that so the Wednesday before Thanksgiving is actually known to some as a day where a lot of people drink. College kids are coming back home from college, reuniting with old friends. So if if people are partaking in that tonight, how should they do so safely?
If you are going to be doing that, just remember to, again, get home safely, whether it's an Uber, a friend, a taxi service, rideshare, whatever the case might be. Don't ruin your Thanksgiving or others if you are operating a vehicle while impaired and you crash into a vehicle and hurt or kill someone. That's going to be just the worst case scenario. So if you're involved in that kind of festivities before the Thanksgiving holiday, just make sure you plan ahead, find a sober driver, a designated driver, a rideshare so that you're not behind the wheel. Just be mindful, be safe. Get home safely. Yeah,
whatever you can do to avoid being behind the wheel. And AAA's Tow to Go program is going on right now for free. So
yeah, there's a lot of options out there, so you're not the one behind the wheel if you've had too much to drink. If you think you've had too much to drink, you've had too much to drink.
No, yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Officer Tom Daubs of the Marion Police Department. Have a happy Thanksgiving. We appreciate you being here.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, Charles.
Yeah, thank you very much.